So we're pulled over here not too far from the Sailors Creek battlefield, and Will was supposed to meet us here, but apparently like someone pulled in behind him and started riding his tail down the street. He called me up panicking. I'm not sure what's going on with Will, so we're sitting here waiting to see if we see any trace of him. I don't know. Hopefully he makes it back here. Hey, there he is, Will.
Hey!
Will, I
look,
can't see on here, but we were just, let me see if I can get a light on the subject here.
You know, it's crazy.
There we go.
I was just driving down this dark road. Who do I come across with Jeff Santos and the VAPI team? So we made it to the farmhouse, and quite a bit of activity has been going on in the inside. We're going to sit down with the homeowner, find out what's been going on exactly, and then VAPI, we're going to go ahead and do an investigation. We'll see you inside.
You can see straight up there. Assume that's the attic. Yeah.
Now Will saw that little attic door there, and his eyes just lit up, and it's not just because of them reflecting in the,
I'm a little
in the
excited.
flash here.
Yeah, no one's been up there for who
God
knows
knows.
how long. Come on.
I mean,
now.
it could have been 100 years since
I
somebody's
gotta
been
go up
there.
there because earlier you can see where you can look up and see like the room above you. I
Oh.
want to go up there.
Right. That there. Alright, and yeah, I'm set. Mike?
I'm Will. I'm Will. I'm Will.
And this is Linda here with the headphones on. Now Linda is listening to you. So if you talk, she can hear you. Okay? We're here because they asked us to come here. She is a little concerned with coming upstairs. And we're trying to find out if there's any reason that she should be concerned with coming up here. Could you tell us why you are here? Are you related? Is there a reason that people shouldn't come upstairs? Do you remember the Civil War? Or the war between the states? This thing on the floor here with the red light, if you come near that, it'll change color, the light will change color, the pitch will change, and it will let us know that you're here. It could be a way that you might be able to communicate with us. Did you try coming and touching that? Do you remember any of our names? Go. Okay, we got temperature and contact on the REM pod. Can you do that again? Yeah, if you'd like to use that to communicate with us, you could. If it's all right with you that we stay up here for a little bit and talk to you, can you make that light up again for us?
Almost sounded like apology or
There we go. We got contact again. All right, thank you.
it's definitely a female voice.
If you're related to... Can you do that again? Light that up for us again? Hey, we got temperature. All right, can you stop? Can you make it? Okay. I really liked how you made the green light come on. Because sometimes that little sound there, it happens at random, and we don't really know 100% that it's you, but I guess we could try to test that. Okay. How about if you're not related, can you make that light up? Okay, now we got the green light, which is contact. So I'm thinking the temperature change is just because of the natural elements. Or more so the green light is what we're getting. Alright. So you're okay with us being up here, talking to you for a little bit. You're not related to... Okay, so I'm getting a yes for both of those. Confirm. All right, let me ask you another question. Can you make that stop? Okay. If you're here with ill intention, can you light that up? All right. If you're here with good intention, can you light that up?
Comment.
Almost sounds like come from up this side. Didn't
Yeah,
it?
come.
If you're here with neither good nor bad intention, can you light that up for us? If you're here because you want to be here, can you light that up for us? It's temperature. And we need that green light to make sure. Can you make that stop? Can you try telling Linda why you want to be here? If that is true that you want to be here, can you tell Linda why?
Hear it right now. Hear it right now. Hear it right now.
Right here and right now?
That's what it sounded like, huh? Let me ask you this. We heard a female's voice coming through that thing that's in Linda's hand. Was that your voice?
You freak. You freak. You freak.
I didn't quite catch that.
Just gonna ask a confirming question here. Are you a male?
Peace. Peace. Peace.
Do you know? What was that?
Did you hear that behind you?
It sounded like footsteps? Yeah.
Killed two?
Sorry.
Can you tell me how long you've known? Can you try telling Linda? Do you like it better with the lights out? Like right now, with it dark, are you more comfortable? There we got temperature. How about I try to guess maybe how old you are? Are you younger than 50 years old? Are you older than 50 years old? Are you still here? It is interesting during the spirit box session because it didn't seem like there was a whole lot coming through the spirit box. A few words here and there, but only a few the few that Linda gave out didn't really correlate with anything we were asking. At least I didn't think so. But what was cool was the REM pod. We were getting activity on the REM pod, and it seemed to be in response to the questions. This person that was talking to us said that they were not a relative, that they did not mind us being upstairs, and then I asked a confirming question. I said, so you don't mind us being up here, and you're not related to her? And it went green again for yes. We hear a girl's voice constantly coming through the spirit box, and it just sounded like one of those voices that it didn't sound like a radio personality. It sounded like a very soft female voice that was coming through. And I asked, I said, are you a female? And it lit up. I asked a confirming question, are you a male? It didn't light up. So possibly we were getting some responses up here, and it seemed at the end the communication stopped.
So a few minutes ago, we got some confirming responses on the REM pod that indicated that whatever was answering the questions was female, knows the resident, but is not related to her. And in speaking with the resident earlier, she had a friend that was staying up here and had an experience and left abruptly, and then moved up to Richmond, and then approximately 2 months later was tragically shot and killed. Is this who we're talking to? I don't know, but it certainly seems to fit the description we were given.
There's a, I don't know if you can look past me, but look at there in the corner, that's an old baby wagon, old carriage.
Here's what news came from.
Oh. Look at that ashtrays out there. Old rocking chair. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere.
What you got, Jeff?
Well, we're out here in this old building. There's an old paper, I guess, from the 20s?
1928.
1928.
Yeah.
From the Daily Press.
Yeah, now the Daily Press is our local newspaper out in Newport News and Hampton Roads. I can't quite figure out why she would have one out here because we're hell and gone from Newport News. But, yeah, so you can see the headline right up there, Daily Press, Newport News. So they must have had family out there or something, or for some reason they would have had a Daily Press newspaper. Well, that's good. I guess we ought to go see what else we can investigate instead of just
Yeah, I guess it
wander
will.
around this lady's little barn. Alright.
I know.
I know.
Pretty cool.
Oh, look at that. There's something shining in there. What do you think that is? Think it's an old car? I don't know where the entrance to the other side is.
Right there.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I see the hinges now.
All right, Linda, what do you think is in there?
Well, I know I saw like a old bicycle with a banana seat sitting in there, but it looked like there was quite a few other things, and I'm wondering, like, I was kind of thinking maybe a car, but I don't see a door big enough for a car to get in there. I was kind of hoping it was an old car, but I don't know. I don't know if we can even open this door because of all the stuff growing in the way. Oh yeah, look at that. The vines throwing through it. There's a couple of old rocking chairs hanging up here. Look at that bicycle.
Some cool bikes and abandoned buildings.
So we're about to go into the creepy room. I call it the creepy room because when we first walked in and started kind of taking a tour of the house, this is the room that felt the worst. It had this kind of, you know, like weird, heavy feeling to it. And it made me really instantaneously dizzy the second that I crossed the threshold and went through that door there. So we're going back in there now. Look at that door. Wow. Alright. Running the spirit box here? Is that what we're doing?
Beginning voice recorder session. I turn off my camera for this spirit box session, but listen to this recording as this clear voice comes across on the radio.
Jeff? Well? This is Linda with the headphones on. She can perhaps hear you. She's ready to listen to you if you have a message that you'd like to get across. The reason we're here is because we want to deliver that message. We want to find out what your message is.
I'm going to play that voice one more time.
A message that you'd like to get across. The reason we're here is because
This voice on the spirit box says Jeff's last name, Santos, which is at best an extreme coincidence, or a spirit attempting to make intelligent contact with us.
Got it.
Yeah.
solo EVP session for the next 20 minutes. I'm going to kind of walk around first, just letting it record. I'm not going to ask any questions. I just want to see if I pick up anything just by walking around, see if anything wants to come up and interact with me. And then I'll pick a room at a time, do about 5 minutes in each room, and then come back downstairs and join up with everybody else. So it's just going to be me and the camera up there. It's going to be total darkness. All I'm going to use is the IR light, so I won't be able to see in front of me, except for what I see through the camera. So if there's something out of the corner of my eye or something comes up behind me, I won't be able to see it. So there we go. Yeah, this is really creepy, only being able to see with the IR light. My name is Will. Is there anyone in here with me? Voices downstairs. It's a little creepy doll baby. Okay, I'm gonna set up this camera first. Alright, beginning EVP session in the bedroom. One with all the dolls. Going lights out. Okay. There are voices downstairs. Okay, my name is Will. The reason why I'm here is the woman that lives here, she says that she's had some experiences in this house, and she just wants to know that she's not alone, and that there are other people here with her at all times, even though she can't see them. So what my job is to get your voice, or get you on camera, see you in person, to show to her that everything's okay. So, you know, my name is Will. What is your name? We'll kind of treat this as like an interview. I'll ask you a question. You can answer, and then you can ask me a question. Now, I won't be able to hear what question you ask me, but I'll go back and I'll listen to it. So tell me, what's something that you want to know about me? It's really hard to breathe in here. This house seems pretty old. It's been around for quite some time. My house was built around 1920. When was this house built? Do you know? You know what? I got this. This is a K2 meter. What this does is it lets me be able to see you if you touch it. Can you touch this light for me? This green light. Can you come up and touch it?
Are you the uncle of the woman that lives here? She feels that you're here with her. I can't remember your name. Can you tell me what it is? Well, thank you so much for talking if you did. I'm going to leave this voice recorder going, so if you want to keep talking, you can. I'll be right back. This place is pretty creepy. Being in the bedroom by yourself, not really, seeing around you. I can only see what's through the camera lens. It's really heavy. It's hard to breathe up here. I can barely catch my breath. But I'm gonna head back downstairs. I'm gonna listen to the voice recorder, see if I picked up anything. What was that? Hello? Is there anyone in here?
All right, so we're around at 3 o'clock. Will's up.
Oh, wait. See, if you don't take a strategic nap at like 2 a.m., then you're gone for the rest of the night.
Strategic nap.
Or you end up like Jeff during that one investigation where you're huddled outside with a little like magic ball thing, just like watching lights.
Oh yeah.
Where you're just so gone.
Gone. I think I fell asleep in that rocking chair. That was at the Octagon.
Yeah.
Mansion. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But you got to take strategic naps.
That's right. That's how you do it.
Because I feel great now. I can drive all the way home.
Yeah, good, because we're gonna have to. Yeah. I'm Mike.
And I'm Will.
And this over here is Linda. And she can hear you if you talk to us. If you talk to Linda, she's going to tell us what you say in case we can't hear you. The reason we're here is because we want to know about you. And we want to know why you're here and if there's anything we can do for you. Could you tell us your name?
It was that same female voice again.
Do you know how many people died in this house? Aside from the four of us, those of us who said our names, how many others are here in this house? So you may have seen that you can make that light turn green, and we could use that to ask you some questions. If you're willing to use that, or you'd rather use that than talk, we can do that. Alright, so I'm going to ask you some questions. And that green light will be yes. You just leave it alone, it'll be no. Are you the same person that we were talking to earlier when we were standing outside of this door? Temperature.
Oh, look.
Huh?
That turned red. My triangle.
Oh.
Got another one.
So now I see that you've figured out how to work that triangle that's sitting there on the desk. On the right, you touch it, it turns red. On the left, you touch it, it turns green. So, just to show that you're actually there, can you touch the left side and make it turn green? Touch the left side of the triangle for us.
Are you a male?
Right.
Do you know who lives here? smell something?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It almost smells like rotten eggs.
Yeah. You smell that? I don't.
It was like right as that lit up.
Yeah.
I smelled rotten eggs at that moment. And I got chills.
Smelled pretty rotten.
Did it?
Yeah. And it was right.
It was right when that lit up.
Was it? The temperature sensor's been going off a lot, hasn't it? Stuff touching you? Is stuff touching you?
It feels like a spider web.
I've been standing over here feeling like that the whole time. Like just various parts of my body felt like there was a little something,
Yeah.
something lightly touching me.
Right. And then earlier there was something, I looked on the ground because I thought I might have flicked a spider off my arm. Because there was something like on there. And I looked down on the ground and there was nothing.
I know. That's how I've been the whole time we've been in this room.
So who's in this room with us? Did you once live here? Were you in a car accident?
It's weird.
Do you have a niece?
I'm gonna take this and put it in another room.
Why are you here?
What's that?
Deer on an exterior wall.
Yeah. Here, how do I do it again?
And there you are. There's a mirror on an exterior wall. You were standing right in front of it, feeling things and smelling things. And,
Yeah, we'll smell it too.
Yeah.
yeah. If you start trying to hurt anybody or harm anybody that's in this house, we will come back and get rid of your ass real quick.
Okay, so there's an interesting debrief perhaps here, huh?
So because I have the headphones on for a good portion of the time, I don't actually hear a lot of what's going on, or a lot of what's being asked, the questions and such. But I do have to say that the whole time I was standing here with the headphones on, it constantly felt like there was like spiders on me. Is the only way I can describe it. It felt like there were bugs. A couple of times I would reach up and I'd touch my head and make sure there was nothing on me, and And then, you know, of course, when the guy said something about come over here, I said, what do you feel something? Because that's what I've been doing the whole time, is feeling something, almost like something crawling on me. So, interesting sensation. I'm not exactly sure what that was, whether it was something trying to get our attention, something trying to freak us out and make us leave. But whatever the case is, it was definitely strange. And I know we did have the REM pod kind of going crazy over here too for a little while, so no telling what that's about or what we might have on audio.
So I was standing over there in that corner. At first I felt something right here on my arm, and I went like this and threw it onto the ground. I thought it was some kind of a bug, and I shone my light, and there was nothing there, nothing around. So I was kind of curious about that. But then I started feeling what felt like spiders, like Linda said, or spider webs that I was kind of walking through. I was kind of pulling them off, and there was nothing there. And Linda saw me doing that. She mentioned that she had the same thing happen. But I will say what was interesting is she pointed out there's a mirror on that wall, and I was standing right in front of it. But at one point, the REM pod lit up, and I smelled something. It smelled rotten. And I looked over at Will, and he kind of confirmed. But what was weird is it was me, Mike, and then Will. Mike didn't smell it. He was standing right between us. So Will smells it, and I smelled it. But I'm not sure what the source of that was.
So there came a point in the session where things weren't quite happening. I just started asking a question, and it responded, and so things started to pick up a little bit. And I guess after I had about 2 or 3 questions that it responded positively to, or seemed to confirm my suspicions. And I wonder if this wasn't perhaps the resident's great uncle, who may have passed away tragically. And it seemed to confirm some of those questions that I was asking. And then shortly thereafter, it just kind of seemed to die down there. But for a few minutes, things were kind of intense. And, you know, there was some tension in the air. And it seemed like as soon as you began to have that smell of rotten eggs, after that, it seemed to, in my mind, kind of calm down. So it's interesting.
I thought it was really interesting that it seemed to be that we got intelligent responses to our devices. So the REM pod on the ground asked if it was male. Mike did, and all of a sudden it began lighting up. And then you asked something along the lines of, did you die in a car accident? It lit up. That seems to correlate to the homeowner's uncle that passed away in a car accident. And then we had the triangle that I use light up as well, but only on the one side. It only did it the one time. The K2 meter earlier, I did have it light up. So it seems to be whatever it is just kind of randomly messing with a few things. But whatever we train on and whatever we say this is what you should use, it seems to be that's what it's using as a means to communicate with us. So interesting to see if we got anything on the voice recorder or anything else on camera when we review the footage.